The real-life Tony Stark leads a pretty wild lifestyle, even when he isn't reinventing the car or stacking up gigantic shiny space rockets to blast our civilization off to Mars. But how much do we really know about his personal life? Join us today as we meet the man behind the myth and uncover 10 things you didn't know about Elon Musk. 1. He's quite the ladies' man. Elon's impressive roster of romances after divorcing his first wife, Canadian novelist Justine, includes none other than Johnny Depp's ex-wife Amber Heard. He also married British actress Tallulah Riley, who you may remember from such Brit flicks as Pride and Prejudice and The Boat That Rocked, not once but twice, both times sadly ending in divorce. He was also linked with gorgeous actress Cameron Diaz before hooking up with current squeeze Canadian musician Grimes. Grimes and Musk fell for each other after both making the same incomprehensibly nerdy joke on Twitter. 2. In college, he ran a nightclub. To earn a little extra cash as a student, Elon and a friend rented a 10-bedroom frat house, covered the windows with trash bags, and at times he had his mom on the payroll to work the door for some epic parties. Clean-living Elon rarely got smashed, preferring to watch the cover charges roll in. 3. His mum is a model. Pretty Mae Musk has graced the cover of Vogue and, aged 69, won a lucrative makeup contract with cosmetics giant CoverGirl. The brainy beauty also holds 2 master's degrees in nutritional science and dietetics. 4. He has released his own music. In 2019, Elon released a rap tune called R.I.P. Harambe under the pseudonym Emoji Records, with Young Jake on vocals. In 2020, he went one further, writing and singing on EDM banger Don't Doubt Your Vibe. Are the tunes any good? Noted music critic Alexis Petridis dismissed Don't Doubt Your Vibe as competent but enthralling and the kind of atmospheric, inoffensive music that might play in the background at the launch of a new car. 5. He has 6 children. You'll have heard all about his and Grimes' little nipper, ex-Ash A12. What's less known is that Elon fathered both twins and triplets with his ex-wife Justine. Griffin and Xavier Musk were born 2004. Kai, Saxon and Damien followed in 2006. In 2014, dissatisfied with the education his boys were receiving, Musk went so far as to open his own private school exclusively for his kids and the offspring of select SpaceX employees. It's quite like a little schoolhouse on the prairie, Musk has said of the ongoing school project, except it's in Bel Air on a golf course. 6. He dropped out of Stanford after just 2 days. After earning 2 bachelor's degrees from the University of Pennsylvania, Elon headed west to California for a PhD at Stanford. Sensing the coming internet gold rush, he dropped out after just 2 days to start his first company, Zip2, which he later sold to Compaq for $307 million, so that worked out well. 7. He coded and released a video game aged just 12. In 1984, the young entrepreneur coded a simple space shoot-'em-up on his humble Commodore VIC-20. Best of all, he sold the code for his primitive game, named Blastar, to a South African computer magazine for a very respectable $500. 3 years later, aged 15, Musk made detailed plans to open a video game arcade with his brother and cousin. The plans were apparently being seriously considered by the local zoning authorities before Elon's parents found out about his little money-making scheme and put a stop to it. 8. He crashed his $1 million McLaren F1. Newly minted millionaire Musk was giving a ride to his business partner Peter Thiel in 2000. To show off his fancy new wheels, he uttered the immortal words, "Watch this," and promptly crashed the uninsured $1 million supercar. The pair were forced to hitchhike to their meeting. 9. He tried to buy rockets from Russia. In 2001, Elon attempted to buy 3 ex-Soviet intercontinental ballistic missiles to launch his pet project space program. The Russians reneged on their promises, mocked him, and called Musk a little boy, probably a mistake in hindsight. On the flight home from that meeting, Musk, $100 million richer from the PayPal sale, furiously made plans to build his own rockets, and the very next year, 2002, founded what would go on to be known as SpaceX. 10. He's deeply concerned about the rise of AI. After chatting about artificial intelligence with Mark Zuckerberg, Elon says the Facebook chief's understanding of the subject is limited. Ouch. In order to help out in the fight against our coming robot overlords, Elon has invested heavily in organizations dedicated to establishing meaningful regulation of AI, hoping he can save humanity from itself. One such investment is in OpenAI, a non-profit hoping to stop mankind murdering itself with artificial intelligence. In 2016, he also established Neuralink, a firm which hopes to implant devices into our brains and expand our biological bandwidth and keep up with the machines. 11. He recently moved to a $50K home. Despite being the on-off richest man alive with a net worth somewhere around $160 billion, Elon makes it a point of pride to own as few material possessions as possible. As such, he's been selling much of his enviable property portfolio and reportedly now resides in a modest $50,000 prefab home in Boca Chica near his growing Starbase rocket building facility. Even more amazingly, he doesn't even own the house, instead preferring to rent it from the company. Well, we all know it's tough getting on the property ladder these days. What do you think? Have we missed any major aspects of Musk's mad lifestyle? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Musk-C tech content.